Okay, so now we are going to move on to activity B, but the data collection part of it. So that's step 5, I think. Yeah, it's step 5. So in nature, chance alone can affect whether an individual survives. However, general trends in survival rates can be seen by studying a larger group of individuals. So we're back on our Gizmo's mutation and selection. And it says we need to go back up to the top part because I think I changed my settings. So we need to get back on the settings, right? And so we need to go back to red at 255. My computer was a little wonky, so I had to reboot it. So 255, green is 0, and blue is 130. And mutation rate is still 1. Okay. So I'm going to let this run for about 20 generations because, like I said, I rebooted. So let me just speed this up and we'll get it. Oh, way too many. All right. So I'm going to start it here. I'm going to start it here, though. Oh, no, I'm not. Let me reset this. I just don't want to go too far ahead. I don't want to go too far ahead. So let's do this a little bit here. Okay, so I'm going to let this run. I don't want to let it go too fast because I'm not quick enough to catch it. So I'm going to let it go to about 20 generations or so because that's what our last one does. So if you want to go fast forward a little bit, you're more than welcome to do that. So I'll stop at about 20. Just get to sit here listening to me breathe for a little bit. All right, so let's stop at 20 here. So it says to move the sim speed slider all the way to the left. So let's move it back. We're going to click play and then pause when all the offspring are visible. So let's go ahead and click. Offspring are all visible. Write the generation number and the average fitness of the offspring in the first 2 places. Okay, so the generation number, remember, is right here. So we're going to put generation 21. And we're going to put the average fitness. So this is the average fitness of all of these offspring. So the average fitness here is 54%. Okay. And now it says click play and then click pause immediately after the birds have fed and the 10 survivors are visible. Mouse over each survivor and record its fitness. Find the average fitness of the survivors by adding the values and then dividing by 10. So we're going to come back over here. We're going to let the bird do its thing, and then we're going to pause it when the bird leaves. Okay, so now the bird has left. 10 of the beetles are still there. So what we have to do, you're not going to like this part. It's a little bit of work, sorry. So you're going to go through each bug, right? Each beetle, and you're going to find the fitness right down here. So the fitness of this is 61. Fitness of this is 61. You're going to put it in the box. You're going to do this for each of them, and you're going to do it 3 times. Yes, I know. This one is 50. That one is 67. So 50, 67, 67, 60, I'm sorry, 50 and 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 3 50s. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, and then the last one. Ooh, add another 50. So we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah, shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What did I miss? 50. These are 50. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 50s. That's where I messed up. One, I missed a 50. Okay. So always double check to make sure you have 10 because that will throw off your average quite a lot. So remember from 7th grade math, you know that if you're finding this average better be somewhere between 50 and 67. So if you get 43, can't be right. If you get 73, can't be right. It has to be between those two numbers. Okay. And then you're going to put the average survivor fitness here, and that's the one you're going to calculate. Then you're going to start it again. Going to let them come up. Going to let the bird go, and you're going to stop. You want to try to get two more generations in a row. The average fitness here is what? 53. Okay. And then get the numbers again and find, sorry. We're not looking at the average fitness for those. We're looking for the average fitness for the whole thing. So 54, whatever this is, this number is going to come down here. Right? Because that's what you started with. That's what the average fitness was of those 10. That's what you want. Okay. And so you're going to put this number here, do the calculations, right? Do the calculations of those 10 and put them there. And so the average fitness is what you started, what you ended with in the last generation. Okay. Right. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go down and you're going to look and say, okay, what are the trends that you see? What are the least fit insects, right? So why did some insects survive and some didn't? What makes sense to you, right? How does the data from the experiment support the answer, right? You always want data. You always want data if you've done an experiment. And then the last part is natural selection states that the organisms that are best adapted are most likely to survive. And if they survive, they're more likely to reproduce. Okay. Was this demonstrated in the experiment? Explain whether it was or it was not. And that's it for this section. Thank you.